So today we're going to discuss a very small concept, but one which is very important and has a lot of students confused. That is, what is the difference between a particle and a body? So I've actually drawn both of them for you. This is a particle represented by a slightly large dot. And this is a body which is basically of a generic shape. It's not a rectangle or a square. What you can immediately see is that a particle is small and that a body is large. So this is the basic physical difference between these two, that this is small and this is large. The question arises, how does this change anything as far as statics is concerned? So since a particle is very small, all the forces, so let's just draw some forces on it. This is F1, this is F2, this is F3, and say so on. Since this particle is very small, all these forces can be thought of as acting on the same point. And since all of these forces are acting on the same point, they produce no net effective moment on the particle. So this is the most important difference, that on a particle, no moment act on a particle. So if you've actually seen the video on when is a body or a particle in equilibrium, this basically means that the second condition that we have, that the sum of all moments should be 0, is trivially true. That means we do not need to check for the moments as far as a particle is concerned. And if we do the same thing for a body, what we can see is that, say this is force 1, force 2, force 3. Since a body is large, it can't be safely assumed that all the forces are acting on the same point. Hence, there can be moments. So moments are relevant. This basically means that when seeing whether this body is in equilibrium, you will have to test for the second condition, that is the sum of all moments should be equal to 0. Now, what you can easily see is that particles are simpler to solve for and bodies are not. Now the big problem, everything in real life is a body. However, under special conditions, you can assume a body to be a particle. Now in the next videos, whenever I'll be solving problems, I'll explicitly state whether we are going to be using the particle model or the body model. So just look out for that and you'll understand in which conditions we can apply a particle, in which conditions you can apply a body. Basically, whenever you have moments, you have toppling, you have rotation, you have to think of the object in terms of a body. Wherever these things are missing, you can think of it in terms of a particle.